And we're live. What's good, Ohio Cannabis Report family? It's your boy Gerald Moore Jr. I am your host. I am the founder of Ohio Cannabis Report. Back with another live episode. It has been a few days. Happy holidays to everybody. I hope those that celebrate Christmas had a good day. Happy Kwanzaa to all of those who celebrate as well. Obviously, the New Year's is coming up, even though we celebrate the New Year's spring equinox. You know, if you know, you know. But again, welcome to another episode. There's been a lot going on, obviously, in the cannabis industry since, Trump signed the executive order and DeWine signed Ohio SB 56. So we're going to do just some catch up on what's been going on in the landscape of the Ohio cannabis politics and just catch up with you guys. It's been a few days. So thanks to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. We're up to 172 subs on our YouTube channel, so I appreciate all 172 subscriptions. And thanks to everybody who's spent a second watching any of the videos. We've been doing some shorts. I've been trying to do some more content. I'm going to try to start doing some more creative content on this platform as well, other than, just live streaming. Hopefully I can get some interviews locked in soon. Also, if you want me to come on your podcast or your show, if you talk about anything in the cannabis space, sports and cannabis, lifestyle, anything about Ohio cannabis, please feel free to reach out to me at ohiocannabisreport@gmail.com for all of your needs. Just a quick disclaimer. I am not a lawyer. I am not a cannabis representative. I am simply an Ohio constituent, medical cannabis patient, former Division I All-American athlete. So this channel, this page is for entertainment purposes only and educational purposes. Please contact a doctor. Please contact a lawyer if you need any type of help. Also, this is 21 and up. I am in a legal state. And so I am an adult. So anything that you see on this, I am not representing I am representing myself and none of the companies that I may affiliate with when I do this content. So now I got that out of the way, man. I just want to thank everybody for, again, showing love, and let's start to talk about what's been going on. So what does SB 56, what does it do for cannabis law? It caps cannabis dispensaries at 400 dispensaries statewide. Reintroduces fines and criminal penalties for basic cannabis possession, and allows workplace discrimination against constituents. So in this live stream, I'm going to cover how SB 56 guts Ohio adult use cannabis program, why social equity and community reinvestment are being stripped away, and the real world impact on the working class. And so we really have to understand that what is going on is going to impact people. And so with SB 56, right, when it comes to fines, when it comes to criminality, now if you are caught driving in the car with cannabis outside of its original packaging, meaning like if you don't have something like this from the dispensary, you can be, charged with a crime, right? Also, if you're driving and the cannabis isn't in the back farthest seat or in the trunk, you can be charged with a crime. If you're crossing over state lines from Michigan with cannabis, you can be charged with a crime. If you are caught smoking in your car, charged with a fine or a crime. Public smoking, consumption, charged with a fine or a crime. If your landlord doesn't want you consuming cannabis in their residence, they can evict you out of there, and they can, obviously put things on your record. So a lot of things, these are going to impact poor and working class communities the most, right? Inflation's already happening. You already have an affordable housing crisis in Ohio. You have people that are struggling to find work. People who do have jobs are struggling, to afford utility costs, rent, mortgages, car payments, insurance. you got kids. Things are tight for a lot of people unless you are, making six figures and above. So a lot of people have to understand this is going to hurt the working class the most. And so, again, there has been a group who is, let me see, seeking to put a referendum up. So we shall see. Share my screen with you guys real quick. And this is going to be a short episode. I just wanted to get something up for you guys because it's been a minute, been a few days. All right, there we go. All right, so we want this. Cannabis group aims to reverse bill clamping down on hemp products.
There is a critical need.
Commercial Cincinnati, WKRC, Ohioans for Cannabis Choice wants to reverse Senate Bill 56, which clamps down on hemp and marijuana products, filing a referendum petition.
A group known as Ohioans for Cannabis Choice wants to reverse a law banning most THC products and clamping down on marijuana. Governor Mike DeWine signed the law this month, and advocates filed a referendum petition just today. Local 12's Daniel Zivian tells us what it would take for marijuana to be back on the ballot next year. Daniel.
Kyle, it might seem like we're reliving history. Just 2 years ago, Ohioans voted to legalize recreational marijuana, but state lawmakers still have the final say over what that looks like. Now, these advocates say the only way to reclaim what they voted for is to have another referendum. The petition filed with the state calls for reversing the law's first three sections. The advocates say that includes limiting the number of plants you can grow, bringing marijuana home from out of state, even having unauthorized paraphernalia. Urban Artifact is among the many breweries and dispensaries facing a murky future. They sell THC drinks, now banned from shelves starting in March. Co-owner Scotty Hunter says they'll still sell in Kentucky, but it won't be the same as bringing interested buyers to the tap room.
Whether it be a hemp beverage, whether it be a non-alcoholic, whether it be one of our beers, it gives us that touch point for that consumer to really allow them a lot of time and really feel confident in their selections.
Hunter says if the petition is accepted, he would have no problem gathering signatures at Urban Artifact.
This is literally just people in a position of power that are going against the will of the people. And that's not how politics is supposed to work, right? It's supposed to be a representative of the population. And the population said, we want this, we voted for this, we passed this. To see those folks in the State House go back on that is just highly, highly disappointing.
The next steps look like this. Both Secretary of State Frank LaRose and Attorney General Dave Yost have to review the petition by January 13th. If approved, petitioners have to collect almost 250,000 signatures by mid-March when the bill goes into effect. If they succeed, most of the bill will not go into effect until the referendum next November. Until then, Scotty Hunter says Urban Artifact won't take any chances. The brewery is hosting a hemp fest in late January. One last hurrah for the inventory. Kyle?
There is a
So they having a hemp fest, though. So, as y'all can see, like a lot of people, a lot of these small businesses, bars, a lot of people haven't been drinking lately. So a lot of people have been, you got to think. Let me see, alcohol. So people have been finding alternatives. And THC beverages have been one of those alternatives lately. So a lot of restaurants and bars have been adopting these THC drinks into their lineup, which again is bringing people into their bar, allowing people to have a good time. And it's also helping other small businesses that are starting up, right? You have these hemp companies, which again have employees. They're opening manufacturing facilities, they're opening distribution, logistics. And so now with all of these new laws and regulations, that's going to hinder a lot of these people who are in the hemp space and the THC space. So again, a lot of people are going to be affected by Ohio SB 56. And it's going to be interesting to see how things play out. Let me know in the comments what you think. I don't know where the referendums and things will be signed. I'm going to try to find and connect with somebody from the organization who submitted the referendum. And then if there's anybody that wants to have a conversation or come on to the channel that has a deeper knowledge of what's going on with state level stuff, whether you are a lobbyist, a lawyer, anybody, we look for industry experts. So if you consider yourself an industry expert in cannabis, Ohio politics, please reach out. Again, ohiocannabisreport@gmail.com, or you can reach out to me personally on Instagram @Gerald Moore Jr. Or through our Ohio_cannabis_report Instagram and DM. So again, thank you guys for all the support. Shout outs to all 172 subscribers. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll holler at you later. Peace.